Yes. Are you excited? Tell Daddy where you're excited to go. Where you're excited to go. Sit, sit. I don't know. Not even looking. That boat, this boat will drive off, and that it wouldn't come out in this one.
Daddy, let me taste this. Taste this for me. If we're doing this and our shoe fall out, do you think it'll be a locking shoe and it'll land on the top of that boat?
No. Maybe we should put on your shoe properly.
Mommy, why are you scared?
Because Mommy is over some pretty deep water without a life vest. And, sorry, because you and Anna are over some pretty deep water and we don't have a life vest. These boats would have been like to fall, right?
Yeah, let me sit on the end now by just one.
Yes, because it's really wobbly.
Okay, yeah, just I have myself on baby. Let me come on the end and buy you dress. No, you go in the inside.
This is slow. I thought it would go so fast.
You think it's a speedboat or not?
Yeah.
Do you know this is the first time I'm doing this in my life? And your mommy too?
Why is the phone blue?
First time.
Why is the phone blue?
I took the case off. So this is an experience. We get into experience, all of us, for the very first time.
I want to dive into that water. Because I was letting you. You're not letting me.
Arguing, enjoy the scenery. I'm gonna separate y'all.
Look, you see, this is like the man. What do you call it again, Kim? Mangrove.
What's that for?
You see the roots hanging out of the water.
Waterloo. Right? Do what make up the Mangrove. So we're in the river. This is supposed to be fresh water. Salt water. Fresh water. That right. Okay. one. The branch are leaning like that. It's almost here. See it?
On that branch.
Mommy, what?
You ever seen the old
Where?
To the front.
And what? What is where?
Small boat right in front of the other
There,
side.
mommy, I feel
Big
the
mission
dog.
fisher.
Oh, on that branch right there. 3 feet off the water.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Very small. The black and yellow hand. Oh, she's a yellow. Right there on that branch. Watch it right there on the bottom. Branch right
Okay, right there. Some look in the front. Looking like in the middle of the branch. That's all. See it?
Yeah, you see it? Yes, two of them. Yeah, hold on.
It look like
They look like the same color as the branch.
right there.
It's right there. See? Where?
I see it. What's this? Yes. Mommy, where are the Scarlet Ibis?
Say cheese.
What did you do? What did you do?
When you're passing, the little boy says cheese. And people on the boat say cheese.
Okay, so we stop here for a while. See a lot of the conchs. The shells, all them is conchs, sea conchs. The same conchs that cook and make curry conchs and roti and all these things.
No, it's content. I want to get on here like that.
They get bigger, but this, they come to nest.
Well, I'm a
They
vegetarian.
come to nest up here. They hatching the eggs now.
Mommy, what is stopping you? What's that? What's that shell doing?
Alright, so we stop here for a little while. So we need to be a little quiet. Okay, so good afternoon. My name is Kamran Bagan on behalf of Nanan Tours. Welcome to Caroni Swamp. I'm a tour guide and boatman, and you can ask questions. The area we're in right now here is called Drain Number 9. From there is the Blue River, that's the natural part. To the left is the North-South Canal. This two piece was man-made in 1920-25. The whole area is Caroni Swamp, and Caroni Swamp is with a land depression south of the Northern Range Mountains. Here is approximately 40 square miles and the area is tidal. The difference between high and low tide is about 3 feet. We have a low tide. So when you come in the low tide, you get to see more. You see birds feeding. You see shallow areas later on, see mud flats and see birds feeding in the mud flats. The trees are all mangrove trees. The dominant species are those there. The long things are roots. You see start from way on top. Come down, stick into the mud. That's for breathing, feeding and keeping the tree firm. Later on, you see a lot of shells in the roots. Those are the oysters, the same oyster used for the cocktails. You have crabs, barnacles, snakes, iguanas, all the things that be in the trees. So those are red mangrove. We have two other types. This one right here with the big one behind there. This is black mangrove, and those straight brown ones, those are white. But this is how the roots are. The two of them are same type of roots. And these stay in the higher areas. So as we go inside, we'll not see these. These can't stay in the marshy areas. All will be seeing the red mangrove. The black nests on the trees are the termites' nests. We do have a mammal that feed on these termites. Silky andita, we do get them occasionally. We have snakes, boas, tree boas, or cascabel. They get about 9 feet long. They just be on the branches overhead. The reason why they be up there, they feed on birds at night time. So they sleep daytime and feed at night. We also have what they call alligators. That's the local name. What we really have is spectacle caiman. They get about 7 8 feet. You see them on the side and the higher areas. A lot of crabs. The holes on the side, the smaller holes, are the holes are the fiddler crabs. That's one of the main diets for the birds in here. And the bigger holes, all up there, the big holes, are the holes are the blue land crab, what you use for the callaloo and curry crab and dumplings. In the water, we have Atlantic swimming crab. On the roots, you'll see some small crab looking like spiders. Tree climbing crab, they live on the trees. The birds also feed on them. You also have the mangrove crab or hairy crab, a big brown crab. You get them all in the mangrove there. This canal, it goes straight down to the Gulf of Paria. In high tide, where we start, about 5 to 6 feet deep as we came along, get deeper and wider. The deepest part is about 45 feet deep, that way down by the Gulf of Paria. Here is a big nursery for fishes, here in the Gulf of Paria. Anyway, the season time from June to December, when plenty rain fall and have fresh water pass through. Go out in the Gulf, keep the salinity low. Fish in the low salinity water to nest. So fish from all over come to nest. Groupers, snappers, tarpon, mullet, snooks, all these things. Biggest grouper we caught in here was over 300 pounds. Biggest tarpon over 250 pounds. So a lot of big fish, and people catch them from time to time. We also have table lizard, mongoose, raccoons, iguanas. In Caroni Swamp, we have about 180 species of birds. The most common ones, the white ones, are egrets. The blue ones are herons. And the main attraction, the red one, Scarlet Ibis. But we will see other types. We saw the owls, we saw the kingfisher, we saw a couple of blue herons and so. But we will see other types. Then you see the conchs here. You always see them, eh? Like now they come to nest later on. Now rain time and so you will see no conchs. They're going back. They have bigger ones here. Any questions? Okay, so we'll move along.
Thank you.
Nope, I would not.
Can I go in it? Bye. Where are the other boats?
Up ahead in the distance.
Up ahead. Daddy's supposed to speak.
wait, mommy, a little bit and then we'll keep on, huh? Go ahead, mommy, a little bit, Nana, hold on. Hello, little one. Come in the middle.
And they want to take pictures.
Because there's more lost. Why is it on the branch have a lot of mollusks?
And a little bit to your left. And a little bit to your left, Rich. Your left hand side.
Oh, look, this snake there. Look, this snake there.
Oh yeah. A python, boa constrictor. The boa constrictor.
What did he say?
The snake back by that little boy bulletin and there's a I see bigger snakes than that. Yeah, I see one in Habitat. I see a lot of more, a bigger one in the room. Like the size of. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah,
Bye-bye, snake. I will learn you for you.
Oh yeah, except for the reptiles, like snakes.
You go with the father son of both sides.
Yeah, and I got to pack a bunny because they go to the zoo.
So he and he went to the church and the father to the church side. Oh, you're lazy. Always on the sprawl off from one end to the other.
Two child.
We are in Daddy.
And where are we visiting today, Anna?
I know.
What's it called? The bird?
Sanctuary.
Oh,
The word sanctuary.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't know.
Eh,
The word sanctuary.
eh.
Okay, the Misty 17.
Yeah, I like the
Cut
birds.
to the water.
I think that's where the birds will fly.
Whoa, Daddy.
Scarlet Ibis cemetery.
Whoa, whoa, sorry.
Caroni bird cemetery.
Those pink things, are you seeing it? How long can he fly for? I don't know. Look at them. It's so funny. Look at my hair. It's so beautiful. They fly already. They look like a little butterfly. Tiny.
No, you can't go near.
Look at all the boats.
I was pointing at the plane.
Why are we flying up here?
Here's our boss. Want me to find you something with it? Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, this is worse. No, it's just not keeping it.
Let's go now.
Last chance.
You're good at nuts?
I did it a long time ago.
Well, not at the first time.
If I was really good.
My uncle know how to tie goats. and I thought
Goat or boat? Or boat?
They come on that tree there, so we have to be quiet. If you make noise, they will not come, they will fly away. So we waiting here. During the day, they go and feed all over the swamp on the crab and shrimps and fishes, all these things. And some come back here, they stay the night. They stay whole night here, next morning the sun come out, they go again. Remember we saw a few in the mud earlier on, the ibis, that's the one there. So the white ones, snowy, great catly, great little blue herons, they are tricolored herons, the big white ones, great egret, the red ones, Scarlet Ibis, and you had the flamingos. We never had flamingos before. About 7 years now we started to have flamingos. So we're fortunate to see the flamingos. South America. nesting time is April to October.
Come on the peninsula.
So now is nesting time for the birds, right? But they don't nest here. They just come in to sleep on the street. The nesting area is straight ahead behind those trees in the distance. There's a big area where they nest, so they nest somewhere else. Now, remember earlier when I said we go see mud flats and you see birds swim, that's how. So when the tide low, you see them feeding. If the tide were high, you would not see them like that. Here's the shallowest place, the flamingos that's be in the water. They don't go on trees, right? The flamingo be in the water all the time. So during the month of March, April, one can see mating down on open fields. Male birds display against females. Eventually they pair off and mate. Then they build a nest on trees like these. They build a flat and open nest, and they use about 40 to 50 pieces of small branches. And they lay about 3 eggs. The eggs are slaty gray with brown spots and markings. Incubation is about 26 days. When the young one appeared black in color, after 9 weeks, when they leave the nest, they get gray with white on the side. So as flocks of ibis come in, you see dark ones with them, those are the young ones from last year. They already have pink and brown and gray. And it takes them about 3 years to get red, but they must get the food. The crab and shrimps and fishes, all these things, they get carotene from the food. Carotene packed with the flesh and feather tissues to get at the chemistry of the bird. That enhances the red color. It takes about 3 years. Once they get red, they will mean that color till they die, and lifespan is about 25 years. They also varies in sexes. Male birds are slightly larger and more bright in color, whereas they're flying or sitting hard to see. 31 inches across in the wingspan in the male against 29 the female. They have a big bird coming this side.
What's the significance of this tree that they come here and sleep? What's the significance? Why this one?
Well, they use trees as little islands, so any difficulty, anything they could see and fly off. Because you have problem poachers from time to time. So they choose like that, so anything coming they could see, and you see that shallow area. So in low tide, you can't really get too close to them. That's why we park right here, so when they come in there, you know what I mean, if we go too close and we make noise, they fly away. Yes, 7 inches in the male against 6.5 in the female. The bird is red except the tip of the wings black. All have black wing tips once they get red. So if we get any passing close, you'll see that. This is our national bird. It became a national bird in 1962. Whole of Caroni swarm, we have about 25,000 Scarlet Ibis. And these birds are found naturally in the Caribbean, only Trinidad, whole world, Trinidad and South America. And the easiest place to see them on a tour naturally right here. So the way the tide low, they feed in low tide, so they come and later. But once they start to come, they come till they get dark, but some will be on the tree here. But now is nesting time too, so a lot of them go on with the nesting, right? So that's it for now. Any questions?
Say South America. Where in South America they also have Scarlet?
Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname. That whole of South America.
This is the one's called something.
Yeah, those are the ones. The Trinidad have them. And Brazil and St. Johann. Yeah, that one you say poachers. We have problem with poachers. From time to time. I don't know how it tastes. I don't eat meat, but it's poaching. And the way you talk about tastes good, I know everything that tastes good. Plan out. Because sometimes they disappear, they find them again, so you look like they eat them out.
The flamingos migrated up from South America as well?
Huh?
The flamingos migrated
Yeah,
up
the
from South America?
flamingo from South America. Nobody ever bring them flamingos to keep for themselves.
Not like that.
Only the other things come back,
John went
right?
The flamingos and them, are they protected by the state
Everything
law?
in the swamp here protected right now. You cannot hunt it from them. But anything here you remember here is sanctuary. So you're not supposed to even be in here. So everything in here protected. You are not protected right now.
I can show you all that.
And it's the protector.
This way, wait. Set up on the consent, put the bag under there. So you can have one each. Pass it down.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll be here for some time.
You want to take one, sir? Why?
While we're relaxing, waiting for the bird, you have your snack.
Mommy, Daddy, that little guy is so hungry for food. Daddy, that little one's so hungry for food. Daddy, that little one. I think I'll call him Gray. I'll call him Gray. Daddy, I'm going to call him Gray. Actually, I'll name him Blend. I'll name him. Today I'll name that red one Maya. Ah, that's not a name. What about Skyly? I'm going to name the one who's red there, flying Skyly. Not flying, just Skyly. Skyly, I said. Daddy, Gray is still hunting for food. Daddy, Gray is still hunting for food. Actually, Daddy, I want to name that gray one Blend because he blends in. Blend. Okay, Daddy. Rock. Daddy. I've been holding that loose.
Oh, okay.
This one. And Scarlet. And Scarlet. Iris. Oh, look.